Another one that I've done quite a lot of is kind of similar, but just with drawing, just autonomous drawing. And I love just getting, a huge big jotter pad of watercolor paper because it's nice and solid, and and using just pastels and crayons and things like that, and to literally just start making shapes or just doing whatever you need to do just to get stuff out. It doesn't need to make sense. And sometimes incredible images come out, but sometimes it's just a mess. And sometimes beautiful images will come out and then there'll be big words and like hate and grotesque and all sorts of stuff will just start coming out. So again, you're not doing it to create an image that you want to show someone. It's just another way of getting stuff out. Similarly, in art therapy, there's sand play where you're just literally creating and moving with sand. Anything that's creative, and especially things that are messy, even playing with clay, all of that kind of stuff, I find incredibly helpful. One of the first stories I ever wrote actually came out of kind of what turned out to be a form of sand play. And I was living at Lakes Entrance, and I just started taking my phone and making pictures and kind of almost these animations. They didn't quite work, but it was a fun exercise, just out of found objects on the beach. And one day I thought I'd do something a bit more substantial, and I took my tripod down and I just started creating this thing in the sand, and it just started off being like a mound, and then shells and stuff started going on it, and then these sticks just needed to be stuck in it, and I literally felt like I was being stabbed in the back. And I just ended up just playing with sand and shells and sticks, just having this full-on moment, bawling my eyes out on the ocean, people walking past going, what is she doing, she's just weird. But then the next day I went back to the ocean and I just spoke what that was. And it came out as this incredible story called The Turtle and the Dragon. And it was just such a momentous occasion that kind of started off my whole process of just channeled stories. So anything like that, even going down next to the river and finding natural objects and starting to create out of them without any sense, it can just start to shift stuff. And, when we think of things like fear and anger, like they're just patterns, they're just energy. So many of those different creative processes can just start to shift and break up that energy.